Hello. Another review here because I haven't really been that active in terms of live music reviews for about 6 months. But I'm changing that. I am changing that. And I'm going to get more and more up to date. At the moment, I've got a couple of backlogs of shows to do. But I'll get it done. I will. So, I'm here to talk to you about the Electric Six gig that I went to in Dublin on the 28th of November at Academy, yes. I went there with my girlfriend. Well, I'll give you a brief synopsis of what happened, and then afterwards we can talk about the music. So I was going over to Dublin to work with this musician friend of mine, and I decided to pick the weekend that I went, the weekend when Electric Six were performing. And as my girlfriend is also a fan of Electric Six, I suggested that she came along. So she flew over from Paris, and we spent the day together in Dublin, and it was great. We did a walking tour, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. But the whole reason that I went to Dublin was to work with my friend, and she didn't even show up. So I was there for more or less no reason, aside from the concert. So, the concert. We went in, and the first act that was playing was Yip Deceiver, who was sort of like a synth pop group. They were enjoyable. It was very nice and bouncy, and it was real fluff. That sounds damning with faint praise, but it was fluffy. It was fluffy. They sung a song that they dedicated to Dublin. Every person does that in each respective city they're in, so it's not a big deal. Then they performed a track which harked back to the boy band sound of the late 80s and early 90s, which was kind of funky, but it was, yeah, it was okay. They were fun to watch, but I wouldn't see them as a main act. Sorry, guys. So then Electric Six came on, and they opened with Synthesizer, which is a class track. It's really, really good. And then when the song finishes, the singer, Dick Valentine, was like, "This is song number 2. And they performed Horseshit off their new album, which I haven't listened to in full. And I'm kind of... I don't know, I used to think that Electric Six were a really, really consistent group. They weren't an incredible group by any means, but they were really consistent. Each of their records were really good. But with the new album, I don't know, with the past 2 records, I've kind of felt like there's been a slight quality slip. But I don't know, maybe it's perfect, I don't know, but... yeah. And then they played Everybody Down at McDonnelzzz, and ooh, it sounded brilliant. Oh my god, it really got the crowd going. Then they played a new track off their album, Roulette, which was okay. Yeah, I was just waiting for the great songs to kick in. But they had really great swagger. All of the members, particularly the bass player, who was just... he looked so fucking cool, rocking that bass guitar. Just wow. But, I mean, one of my favourite things which Dick Valentine did during this concert was just freezing during a song where there's a break before he sings, and he just goes for about 30 seconds. And then he starts singing. It was just hysterical every time he did it. I mean, yeah. And then, of course, they played Gar Bar. They had to play Gar Bar, and my girlfriend was shrieking with delight because she loves that song. But when they played it, it stops kind of slightly towards the end, and then it starts again. The gap was like a minute long of them just standing there. And then he started playing the riff, which everyone knows. And then they followed it with Gar Bar Part 2, which, you know, it's a good song. It's not Gar Bar though, so... But I mean, what is? Well, Danger High Voltage, Dance Commander. That's Gar Bar. And then they followed it with She's White, which is one of my favourite songs off their debut album, Fire! Then after that, Improper Dancing in the middle of the street. Danger, danger! High voltage! Let's go! And off the Mustang album, Levine. But I was really enjoying the kind of just the humour which Dick Valentine was projecting across the room. There was this great moment where he said that he's noticed that it's a predominantly male audience and said, "That's okay, I've gotten used to that."
I walk around Ireland before the show. I hear people talk a little bit too much. I hear people say Electric Six just isn't cool anymore. If you could get us on some of the Irish programs, we'd perform so hard for you. Song number 17 goes out to the ladies. Where are some of the girls at? So the Irish ladies here tonight, go ahead and get on the boat with Electric Six. Come to Wales. Start a new life. It's Wales.
Then they performed Dance Epidemic Tonight. Baby, you're so emotional to me. Followed by I Buy the Drugs. And then they went off for a while, and then they came on with their encore, Dance Commander. He's the only one who gives the orders here. Alright! Who gives the orders here? Alright, come on! I've seen them live before, for my 18th birthday actually, which that was a good night. I had my first legal pint at that gig, that was great. I mean, the gig was great. They're still a really good live act. There was so many moments which just made me laugh out loud. Particularly Dick Valentine, he's just a really funny guy. A lot of the things that he was talking to the audience about really just had everyone in fits of laughter.
We got a day off tomorrow. We'll be hanging around Dublin all day tomorrow. We having trying to look for a host family. If you would.
He's just really good at holding the crowd in the palm of his hand. And you know, there are a few artists, particularly Mark Kozlek, who can do that with real aplomb. And even if the music isn't incredible, it's still worth seeing for that alone. And every single person that I know who's been to an Electric Six gig, including my parents, said that that's one of the highlights for them. The banter with the audience. So yeah, you know, fully recommended. Go see Electric Six, because they deserve your attention. They really do. And they deserve your money. I think that's all for me. I don't really have anything else to talk about. Bye then.
This is the ultimate show business right here. You take a band and you bring us here year after year at the same time. We throw in a little dinner, perhaps some champagne, and that's an evening. An evening with Electric Six. Alright, trying to give you good value. You get a coupon on Groupon, some Yelp. Go ahead, get yourself a little package, get yourself a meal deal, sit down, watch a puppet show, then check out Electric Six. That's an evening out with Electric Six year after year. Take the wife. Take a break from your life. Have a few mixed drinks. Get into an argument with your wife on the way home. It's an evening out with Electric Six.